Some of you may feel like you're still in the old season based off what you see, but you cannot allow the environment to make you forget what God has said. Just like this weather on the calendar, it says that it's fall, but it's still feeling like summer. However, what you have to do is to continue to be reminded what God said. If God said that you're in a new season, but baby, you better believe you are in a new season. And just because you see old things around you doesn't mean that you're still in the old. This is where a new mindset has to come into play. A lot of times we look for God to bring us out of that old environment, and eventually He will. But what if God wants us to be successful in that same place that we were abandoned, in that same place where we were tormented, in that same place where we felt rejected? What if God calls you just like He did for Joseph? God caused Joseph to become fruitful even in the land of his suffering, even in the land of his affliction. And so what if God wants to cause you to become fruitful in your land of affliction? And so God may not pull you out of that old environment right away, but here's what He'll do. He'll start to shift things around for you in your favor, just like He did for Joseph. And so what we have to do is that we have to operate and function like we're in the new, although we still see the old. And also, just because we see the old doesn't mean that we have to succumb to the old. Here's what matters the most is that you have changed in that environment. Some of you may look at your life 6 months ago and notice that you're not the same. Like you have produced so much fruit, so much wisdom, like your mindset, your habits, you've developed greater discipline. And so some of you may look at your life and see that it's not the same, and that you're probably in that same physical place. However, God has transformed you spiritually. Here's 2 questions you may need to ask God. Question number 1, God, I ask that you will open up my eyes to help me see differently than what's in front of me. Question number 2, God, help me to stop focusing on what I see and start focusing on what you said. And eventually the physical, your surroundings, whenever you continue to operate in faith and continue to focus on what He said, I promise you it will start to change. So if God says that you're in a new season, but you're still seeing the old, you're still struggling with seeing that same physical environment, although God has transformed you. If you're still struggling with that, that means a mindset shift has to change. Your perception, your perspective, it all has to change. And so allow God to open up your eyes so therefore you can see spiritually. Remember, we walk by faith and not by sight.